Hey guys, we're gonna do something quick here. Going to install the B&W 25,000 pound fifth wheel hitch, and I picked this one over the 20 because, well, there's not a lot of information on the 20, and I did see, you know, like a video or two, some guys wanted to save like the 300 bucks. But yeah, I'm gonna be maybe maxed out 17,000 pounds, and I didn't feel like being close to that limit. It is an RVK3715. That's the part number. Well, actually, it's right here. I did see some videos of people in the past calling an RVB, but they just don't know that that stands for the base for the box. And this top one probably has something else. But anyways, don't want to bore you with it. It doesn't really matter. Oh, here. RVC3006. Who cares? These two come in the RVK3715 kit. So, and this is a 25,000 pound. This is a 2022 that I have. This will fit 2020 to 2022. I did not get the I didn't get the sliding version because in all the research I've done, a lot of people said you didn't need it. And I did have a sliding one on my old truck, but on this new body style with the bed being a lot bigger, I don't think that you need it. So that's gonna be something to kind of tell you guys, like, hey, I'll give you guys my experience in later videos, because I'm just gonna do an install here. But like, this fifth wheel has a ladder that comes out the front, and you know, I guess what I'm getting at that is just letting you guys know if I come up to any clearance issues, then, you know, I might have to end up returning this. Well, not returning it, selling it. There's no returns on this type of stuff. But anyways, just want to show you guys. So let's get to it. So we just popped the lid off, and it looks like here we got the arm. So we'll set the arm aside. That's just the top assembly that goes on the well, on the base. So it should be pretty straightforward and simple. I've done several of these installs before on the last versions of the trucks, but it's pretty much assembled already right out of the gate. So let's take a look. So I threw the top of that box off, and here's our, I'm just so used to the sliding systems. This is so compact and small. It's gonna make for a really easy install. So again, there's the base. Here's the arms that are gonna go on it. And then this is where the bolts go through these arms. And then here's some instructions that are right here in the envelope. And then also your owner's manual that's right here. I think it even has some grease in it on one of the pages. I think it's to put on here or something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, you go through the instructions. Here's some of the basic hardware that comes in that top piece bag. That's just basically like the spring and everything that's there to keep it upright and centered and sitting straight when there's no weight on it from on top of here when there's no hitch on the top. So anyways, not gonna bore you guys with that. So let's get this thing put together. We're gonna get this on. I do hear from people that it's kind of annoying you have to adjust these bolts. I don't know how close you can get, and they have cotter pins in them, obviously, to adjust it. And cotter pins look like they could be like one size bigger, in my opinion. There's a lot of room in there. Anyways, I got some better and new cotter pins, so once I get that set, I won't have to worry about trying to get those things straight again and shoving them back in there. So that's it. So we put these on. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, basically you have these bolts with these lock washers, and then you slide up those little bricks on the backside to tighten them up. The orientation of these, since they kind of lean forward or backwards, we're leaning them backwards because we have a standard bed. If you had a long bed, you could shift it forward. So yeah, if you guys can kind of tell the orientation, we're sitting backwards just a little bit, right? They're not perfect like triangles or whatever. So anyways, next step is to throw the guy on the top here, and then we're gonna throw a couple bolts in the arm, and we're pretty much done. But you know, I just kind of want to show you guys that product, like when it's all said and done. And those came out with a flathead screwdriver. I mean, it's super simple. Yeah, let's check it out. that's pretty much ready to go. We're supposed to do this step before, but we like not doing it in order. I gotta put the little arm on here. So once you open that up, then the arm that is right here will slide into this guy. 2 bolts go through it, and then this stays open so you can drop the pin in it to lock it. So we're gonna do that right now and it should be done. That's it. Those went on real nice and easy. There's your locking pin there, which these jaws aren't gonna move at that point. It came together really nice, and it looks like we have a ton of bed space left over. I mean, there's not much else to say other than that. It's definitely, it's one of those things that I would buy it again. So I'm really happy with like the 25,000 pound unit that's here, and it's not super heavy. I'm obviously not a big guy, so maybe if you're like older or something like that, maybe consider the cheaper one if you're like towing something really lightweight. But I would spend the extra couple $100, and I would buy this again. I'm wondering if you guys are thinking about it. Probably gonna ask in the comments section, like this pretty much gets it almost to that bed height. It will work on like 1500s and stuff. It'll actually go to the full size of the bed, but you let it down like this. This came from I got this at Harbor Freight, and you just pump the guy, well, like a scissor lift. Anyways, nice little cart. It's even got some locking wheels on it. His pad, like, kind of worthless, but it gets things up and down that are really heavy, especially a lot of these suspension components that I deal with. And you know, obviously if I want to take this bed or this hitch out of the bed and stuff like that, it'll be much easier to come put it on here and lower it down than trying to bend over and do that. I don't know, I'm not old, but I tell you that it's not worth messing your back up. I have nobody that I'm trying to impress that much, not even like close. So that's Harbor Freight. It was like $200 to $300. I want to say it was in the 2s. That was a nice little back saver and cart. So now we gotta clean up this mess here, and that's it, man. I appreciate you guys watching. It was pretty straightforward, small, easy little video, but maybe I can start showing you guys some of the modifications that I do to the truck, you know, so that way you guys have an idea of what you want to do. You guys know the part number, you guys see it. We got all nice plugs and everything in here, so that should be nice and smooth when we go to hook the trailer up. So see you guys.